Hi guys, Kevin here. First of all, I'd like to apologize for being inside right now. Couldn't be outside. The wind is howling out there, and unfortunately the microphone on my camera picks that up really well, a little too well. What I'd like to talk about today is this is my Habilis Bushtool. I'm going to be putting it away for a little while and going to a different knife as my primary. It's winter time, so I'm carrying an axe more, and I want to go to a combination of the axe and a little bit smaller knife instead of my primary here. This has been my primary for about 2 years now. It's a Habilis Bushtool. I like it a lot. It's a bigger knife, not as big as the Habilis SRT, but it is a little bit bigger knife, heavier wise. It's got a nice thick spine on it. It is full tang, so it's a fairly heavy knife. What I'm gonna do today is get it ready to put to bed for a little while so it doesn't rust up on me. It is carbon steel, so if it doesn't have good lubrication on it, it will develop a little bit of rust. As far as some of the features go, I've got the tiger scales on mine. It does have a couple of lacing points here and lashing points, so you can make a spare out of it if you want to, or a longer tool, that kind of thing. It's got a ferro rod notch, but it's for a 1/4 inch ferro rod, and I use a 3/8 ferro rod, so I don't use that too much. It's got this area up here that that Habilis calls the anvil, and it's used for batoning, and also for if you need to choke up on it for little carving tasks, things you need to control the tip a little bit better for, that kind of thing. The spine is not 90 degrees. The spine actually is canted off to one side. This is the high side on it. It's actually done that way to throw better sparks off a ferro rod. A lot of people don't know that spine is canted like that, or they don't like it like that. And it's actually made so you've got a higher angle than a 90-degree angle, so it throws better sparks off the ferro rod. A lot of people don't like that, but it's been fine for me. As a matter of fact, I'll show you. This is a 3/8 Armageddon Gobspark Armageddon ferro rod, and if you just do this the way you normally would and try it with a 90-degree spine, you're not going to get really anything off of it. But if you lean that back a little bit, it throws pretty good sparks. And there you have it. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to hit this with a little bit of a steel wool. This is 4/0 steel wool. I usually keep some of this in my kit for cleaning my tools, that kind of thing. Knock off a little surface rust, making fire. It's really in good shape because the last time I had it out, I was using it for a spatula, so it got put to bed with a combination of olive oil and bacon grease on it. Olive oil is what I keep on there a lot. I use things like that because I use this as game processing and food processing and actually a cooking tool a lot. So I keep something on there that I'm not worried about having on my food. The poor thing's been through heck. There you go. That's the cleanup phase. I'm going to take a little fix and wax and hit that. This is also all edible, so I'm not really worried about putting it on my knife. But I am going to put a kind of a heavy coat on there because I am putting this away for a little while. I probably won't see it again until summer. I had this in my pocket a while ago, letting it soften up from my body heat. It's starting to stiffen up again a little bit. That's okay though, it still stays pliable enough I can use it. One more feature there, you'll see it has a little hollow there for a bearing block for bow drills fires. I've never actually used it for that, so I don't know how it works. Darren Baird over at East Woodland Survival, he's got actually a pretty good review on this knife. It's got a JRE custom leather sheath that came with it. I had already hit this with a pretty good coat of fixing wax. It's actually still pretty well lubed up, so I'm not going to mess with that. The rod loop was actually for a 1/4 inch rod, so I actually had to work this in here pretty good the first time to get it to fit. But you know, it's leather. Leather stretches. So it works out good for my 3/8 rod now. Got a sail needle on the back of that for gear repair and that kind of thing. Just it's duct taped on there, so it's that's a emergency. It's not the one that I carry primary in my kit. That one's usually in my hat band. Well, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video soon. And I'll probably be talking about this Kephart knife that I'm switching to right now. That's it. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.